Self-exploration. Now, what does this have to do with people engagement? Self-exploration actually lies at the heart of the appreciative approach to engaging people and developing organizations. But how? When we appreciate something, we connect with it, explore it, try to find value in it. And the closest to oneself is exactly that, our own self. So before we can become appreciative in our conduct with others, we must explore our own being very carefully, very joyfully. Even at the collective level, appreciation starts with exploring the peak moments in the past, in the history of the team, group or organization, and identifying what were those times when the group was at its very best. What was happening at that time? Who was doing what? In this way, we try and get a sense of what are the factors that make peak performance and experience possible. And this forms the basis of developing a vision or dream or picture of the future. One of the finest examples, though not immediately obvious one, of the appreciative approach to life, work and organizations is Steve Jobs, the famous entrepreneur, genius, technologist and the founder of Apple. As we all know, he went to college but dropped out soon thereafter because he couldn't find meaning in the courses that he was studying. Instead, he took up courses that interested him but had no immediate application in his life, like calligraphy. But as he says in his address to the graduating students of Stanford University in the year 2005, 10 years later, when they were designing the fonts of Apple Macintosh, that course and its education came back to him, and they designed beautiful fonts that made Apple computers what they were and what they are today. Similarly, in the course of his entrepreneurial journey, Steve Jobs always followed his heart. He went by hunches, trusted his intuition, and expressed that faith in the words that the dots cannot be connected going forward, but they can be connected going back. That is, at the end of the process, you can figure out the chain of events that led to the success, though it's not immediately apparent at the time itself. That is why the act of working with possibilities, which is the foundation of the appreciative approach, is an act of trust and faith. Faith in people, faith in oneself, and faith in the process of life. Steve Jobs had another advice for those graduating students, which he had himself imbibed from the Whole Earth catalog, which was to always stay hungry and stay foolish. That was another way of saying that never take yourself for granted. Keep exploring. Never consider yourself as having arrived, but keep looking out for what are the possibilities in the future. So all this is tremendously appreciative in nature and went a long way to making Apple what it was under Steve Jobs and also what it is today. Please examine if you have been exploring yourself carefully and also encouraging your colleagues to do so. The secret to engagement may actually lie therein. Thank you.